Do you love him? He wants to know. Do you love him? Easy music. We will heal Conference 2023. Hebrews 12 and 15 says, see to it that no man fails to obtain grace, and that no root of bitterness is causing trouble. We will heal Conference 2023. Hebrews 12 and 15 says, see to it that no man fails to obtain grace, and that no root of bitterness is causing trouble. Do you love him? You want to know? Yes. Do you love him? Say so. Tell me, do you love him? Yes. Tell him. Tell him you love him. 'Cause he wants to know. No matter what you go through, he'll be there for you. Purchase your tracks today. No matter what you going through, he'll be there for you. He'll be there when you call him, and he will be there if you trust him. Just call his name, Yahweh. Tell him you love him. He wants to know. Tell me, do you love him? Say so. Tell me, do you love him? 'Cause he wants to know. Tell me, do you love him? Then say so. No matter what you did last night. Easy music. You never, ever had a bad sight. He'll be there if you call him, and he will be there if you trust him. Just call on Yahweh. Call on him. You love him. He wants to know. Tell me, do you love him? Then say so. Tell me, do you love him? Will you trust him? Purchase your tracks today. Do you love him? Do you trust him? Will you let him in your life? Do you love him? He wants to know. Tell me, do you love him? Then say so. He wants to know. Do you love him? Do you love him? 'Cause he wants to know. Do you trust him with your life? Are you gonna let the enemy steal your joy? Just let God in your life. Tell me, do you love him? God is watching you. Easy music. Trust him. Believe in the name. Do you trust him? I can feel it in the air.
Alicia, introduce yourself.
Hello. Good afternoon to everyone. It is Knoxville, and I'm Alicia Willis, and I am currently living in Knoxville, Tennessee. I have moved here in 1989. I was adopted by a missionary, and I decided that leaving home, really it was hard, but I had to learn how to cook myself and live here in
We're going to
America.
have Miss Letitia Langston to introduce herself for us, please.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Alicia Hall, and I am a native of Knoxville, Tennessee. I am a mother of 13 and a grandmother of 9. I just had a grandbaby on yesterday, so I'm super excited. And I do a lot of things. I try to help out a lot in the community and I can't wait to share my testimony with you guys.
Hello, everybody. My name is Brenda Burton. I'm a native of California, but I reside in Alvin, Texas. And I'm married. I have 3 birth children and 1 stepson. And I have like 16 grandchildren and 2 great grand.
You're not a native of Knoxville or America, so you get to share the story. You published a book, and I'm so excited to have been in part of that adventure. So now, without further ado, we're going to bring you up to share your story.
As I'm saying, I am Alicia Willis, a mother of 2 daughters, beautiful, wonderful daughters, and I'm so blessed to have them. I'm also a grandmother, by marriage. I am currently living here in Knoxville, Tennessee since 1989. I had a little sister that passed away. She was only a year old. We had just celebrated her birthday, and after she passed away, I got the invite to come to the States. My mother was down in my country, and they were fighting for my visa to come. So finally, I came in 1989. I came here in September the 23rd of 1989. Oh my gosh, it was very cold, let me tell you. I had to bundle up with so much layers of clothes. The food was amazing. I got to learn how to eat the American food here. I went to school. I liked it. And then in 1991, I went back to Belize to have a reunion with my little sister. And she lived in, Seattle. I was told she was dead, but then when I met her again, she was not dead. And I was so excited. And at that time, we had, gathered together and chose that her family, and my mom, my adopted mom, wanted to bring my whole entire family to the United States. And to me, oh my gosh, my heart melts so wonderfully because I said to myself, oh, this is wonderful, but I'm taking my baby brother home with me to the States. So I chose to bring my brother Louis with me. At the time, he was 3 years old, and he had some medical issues that he needed to be treated for. And we did that. And so my sister, Teresa, she's a little bit younger than me, and her and her parent decided to take my other 2 brothers that was going to be left at home after I brought my baby brother here. We went to Seattle, and they grew up there. And now we are all grown up. I have our own family, and we are loving it here. My biological mother is still alive, and she's back at home in Belize, living with one of my brothers. But it's been pretty rough, kind of living day by day, going day by day with not even be able to talk or see her, or hug her. But at least we try to tell her, through video chat or a phone call that we love her. And she is so sweet. She turns around and just tells us she loves us back, and that's wonderful. But I wanted to share something else with you guys about my life growing up in Belize. Growing up in Belize was very hard. I didn't have food. I didn't have water. I didn't have electricity. We only had a 1-bedroom house at the time where 7 of us lived. And with that one little bedroom house, we had to deal with what we had to deal with. We provide everyday living, that way. We went out in the back of the yard. There was a little small thing, we used to call it kamal. You cook your food there, and so we would make like tortilla, rice and beans, chicken and salad. On certain days when you have enough money to buy the ingredients, and we'd have a good family meal. Wasn't too bad. But our favorite meal for every day, we would have tortilla and fried egg, cut it up, tomatoes in it with some onions. It was wonderful. But making tortilla, flour tortilla, rice, corn tortilla was one of the main bread that we had. We didn't have bread like you have here in America. So every day we would make that. And out of like 2 eggs, we would split that with 7 of us in the house. It was wonderful, not too bad. But at least we all had a little meal to eat before we went to bed. Um, we didn't have running water, so we would go to the creek to get running water, take it home, boil it, so we can cook our meal. And as you guys would go on YouTube and see how belief culture is, you would see that the outside kitchen is where it's an outdoor kitchen. You would put little brick together, put couple of metals on top, put your pot right there, put some wood underneath it, you make that flame, and your food will cook. Well, I learned how to cook since I was 5. I had no choice. I had to help my mom take care of all the other siblings around the house while Dad was gone to work. Mom would do the laundry. I would help with the little siblings and everything. They loved me. They follow me everywhere I go. But there are times when we didn't have nothing to eat, so we'd all go to bed with nothing to eat. But I had other family members that would try, my friends, close people that live close to me, they always tried to help us provide so we would not go to bed. When I got on the plane to come here, I was a skinny bone. And now look at me. I've been eating. I'm very nourished properly, and I love it. Always follow your dream. If you have something on your mind and you don't know what to do with it, just take it to God and ask Him every day for everything that you want going on in your life, your healing, your sickness, your trouble, your burden. Shoot, if you want to get pregnant, tell God you want to get pregnant. You want to get rich, tell God you want to get rich. If you're tired of living the life you live in, tell God to help you through that and move you out of that situation. But for one more thing, I really have to say, women, please, if you're out there and you're dealing with a lot of domestic in your life, don't wait till the last moment to get out of it. Get up and go find help, because there are help out there to help you. But don't get in a situation like I did, just because someone tell you, oh, don't worry, I love you. Love comes in all different forms. And I'm going to tell you, men sometimes will tell you that just to get to you. But don't let them lie to you at all, because that's how the devil works. So when you want to find a good relationship, don't go by what they say. Ask God, pray to God, because only God can lead you to the right man for you. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in a domestic abuse, a situation where you don't want to be. But find the strength as a woman, fight for yourself, fight for your family, and move on out of there. You can get help. Do not stay in a domestic violence at all, because it will help you. And I'm here to tell you, what I went through, you don't want to go through. I've been through so much. And now I am here to tell you that I'm finding my healing through God.
Hey, everybody. Have you joined the She Will Heal movement on Facebook? A private group just for you if you are ready to heal and step out into your purpose. Hebrews 12:15 says, "See to it that no man fails to obtain grace, and that no root of bitterness is causing trouble." Join me. My name is Sherry Levon. I buried 2 of my children. I had a son incarcerated, and I had a son to beat autism and ADHD. You can't tell me that we don't serve a wonderful God and that He won't step into your life as you become a survivor. My name is Sherry Williams, and She Will Heal comes from my name. I was carrying it the whole time. Join the movement today and start saying what you believe. Quit giving the enemy all the credit for what he's doing. Go read 2 Timothy 3 and read the whole chapter and understand your value and your worth, and realize that you are connected to people and spirits that are weighing you down. God said in verse 5 to turn away from such people, and also, depending on the translation, He says, have nothing to do with such people, or do unto others as we have to do unto them. So however you want people to do you is how you are going to expect to come back from another person. Turn away from such people, or have nothing to do with such people. Those are God's word and not mine. So join us on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/groups/She Will Heal. And let's get to business. God bless everybody. This is the Souls Right House Empowerment Center.
Okay, thank you. Well, I just want to thank Father God, because without him, I wouldn't be able to share. And my testimony, Evangelist Sherry, for allowing me to be on this platform to share my testimony of being a single mom and raising my children by myself. I'm going to share prior to being a single mom, how I ended up being a single mom. And so I just want to share my story of this was in California, and I met my children's father, and we ended up getting married. But one thing I want to say and share is I don't know if it was a Bible study or if it was a conference, but it was that's where I had went, and I was seeking God and trying to figure out, what I should do, because I was with this man and we were living together, and I had one child by him, and I was pregnant with the other child. And so you guys, I'm telling you, when someone speaks to you and they're a true prophet, you need to take the warning, because I did ask this person about if would she pray for me that the dad of my children, that we would get married. And her response was, "No, I'm not." She said, "Because I can sense in my spirit that you're not supposed to marry this man." And so I'm thinking that this lady is like, okay, she can't be hearing from God, because why would she tell me not to marry the father of my children? I'm already pregnant with another one. I've had the first one, and then we're living together, and I want to make it legal. And so she did not pray for me. She prayed that, that I would hear from God, and, and she covered me. And so I go out and I marry this man anyway, because I'm like, she couldn't be hearing from God. So after we got married, I saw a total difference in this man. I mean, it was like night and day. And I was like, wow, what did I get myself into? Well, prior to meeting him, I already had one child, son, and he was treating my son so nice and stuff. So I'm like, okay, he got to be pretty good, decent man, because he's treating my son like he's his own. And a lot of people wouldn't do that. When you have a child from someone else, they wouldn't be quick to just want to bring that child into their lives and treat them like their son. And so after we got married, I saw a total difference. He ended up treating my son real bad, to the point where I was just just torn up. I ended up allowing my son to go live with his dad while I was in this relationship with this guy. And so I'm just torn up, and I'm telling you, God will heal you, because after we ended up, I'm ending up with this man, and I'm like, oh, now I got to get away, because this is, this lady did hear from God, and I was disobedient. Now I'm going through hell, because when I married him, he ended up he didn't lose his job. He quit his job. So I had to end up getting a job. And before then I was on welfare. And back then, when you're on welfare, you got money as well as food stamps. If you're going through something, do you just sit there, and do you just go through and get depressed and everything, or can you help somebody while you're going through? And I was taking people to church. When I was in the shelter, I was taking people to church with me. I was telling them, hey, come on, let's go to church, let's get the word, and I'm telling you, you'll feel better. And so all of this, God saw this. And I don't want to cry, because, I'm just thinking about the goodness of God. And when she said when Evangelist Sherry said she will heal, I'm telling you, this right here, God did heal me through all of this. And so I'm going to church, and one of my prayers was, Father, if you bless me to get a place, I will start Bible study in my home. And so he heard my prayer, and he brought those people in. Not only did those people, and I call them angels sent by God, because not only did those people find me a 2-bedroom apartment, they also furnished the apartment. They serviced my car to make sure that I had decent, running transportation to go get back and forth to work. They filled up my cabinets. They filled up my refrigerator. And they also put rent aside for 1 month just in case something happened and I would have reserve rent. So all of this going on, and I'm like, oh my God, and let me tell you, when I did get that apartment, I did start my Bible study, because I would not tell God anything that I would not do. And so I did start my Bible study, and I was like thanking God for all the things that he's done for me, and how he just blessed me to get out of that situation. And I'm telling you, ladies, those that are out there and you're facing maybe a similar situation where you're raising your children by yourself, God will take care of you. I want to read this scripture in Psalms 68 and 68:5. In the A part, it says, "A father to the fatherless, a defender of widows, is God in his holy dwelling." And 1 Peter 3:12 says, "For the eyes of the Lord are on the righteous, and his ears are attentive to their prayers." And Psalms 27 said, For my father, if my father or my mother forsake me, the Lord will take me in. And so these are scriptures that I stood on, because even though I was going through things in California, my family was there. So, and all of the stuff that I was going through, I did it, I was going through it by myself. And so when I get to the apartment, now I'm thinking, okay, so I'm here at the apartment. I need to get a divorce. I told the Lord, I said, Father, and I said, I'm tired of messing up. I'm tired of just messing up with men and everything like that. I'm not gonna talk to anybody until you bring the right man in my life. It took 11 years. But
How many years? How many years?
11.
Ooh,
11
that's a long
years.
time.
I was celibate. I was 11 years. And
there's a lot of people out there now. I'm gonna help somebody with the She Will Heal. Now there's a lot of people that will say 11 years nobody touched you, you didn't get intimate with nobody,
No.
you trusted God, and you waited.
Yes,
so there is a blessing in waiting, and I can't wait till you reveal it, girl. Please. Oh Lord.
Lo and behold, who steps in? People will say my Boaz. Talking to him and stuff. I wasn't thinking about getting married or anything, because I'm like, I'm not going through that anymore. I'm just, I'm not gonna get my hopes up. I don't know where this guy is coming from. Out there are gentlemen. They do not just want to jump in the bed the first time they take you out. He treated me like a Queen Esther. We ended up getting married, and he decided he wanted to move back to his hometown, which is Texas. My heart's desire is to share with women of like situations, and I do have a book called "He's a Father to the Father." My testimony, and like Alicia said, if you want to hear more or know more, you got to purchase the book. So you got to purchase the book.
You want to know more? Yeah. This is so powerful to me. So how many books total have you written?
I've written 4 books.
The jealous sisters. Give us a little insight on this jealous sisters, because see, we living in a world today where women are not healed because of jealousy, envy, strife with one another, and so many other nationalities come to America. We got this beautiful woman right here that's right here from Belize, went through hell and back over there, came to America, waited 11 years. So it is true in waiting. So many women, we fall short and we give in, and then the situation changes. Like, Lord, I've been waiting for 5 years, and then this man comes, and then you give in. It's like at some point you give in because somebody done told you that little devil that be on the shoulder. You know, I tell people there's an angel and there's a devil, and he's going back and forth, and he's gonna tell you, well, you're gonna have to test the water. How you know he gonna be what you like? You know, and sometimes we start tricking ourselves into thinking that God don't know what we need. We think we know what we need, or we gonna put God's preference aside because of what we think we need, and that is what's so powerful. Miss Letitia, you know, as we're sharing this conversation about healing, and you're married yourself. How long have you and your husband been married? I know our testimonies that we're talking about Sunday is one thing, but I like to bring us in and dialogue together as we all talk. But you being married, how long have you been married?
We've been married
8 years. Look at God. And see, in being married and having someone that loves you, was you in a situation where you waited also when you met your husband?
I had my kids are about this week. And so I got 4 with one man and I got with another. And so I was like, you know, once I got out of the relationship with them, I just kind of focused on my family. And like you said, once God see you that first, you know, he said my marriage. All my friends got behind me. I don't want to. But when you know you get the right person, it's amazing.
This is Sherry Levon, and I hope you enjoy the first night of our conference, She Will Heal 2023. One of the things I'm learning about your testimony, and I'm learning about you as an individual, is that we all have a story inside of us. I want you to join me every Wednesday at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on KingdomPurposeTV.com. We're streaming all over the place on all the streaming devices like Roku, Google Cast, and more. So make sure that you mark your calendars and set yourself a notification and let yourself be aware that she will heal and he will heal. We're looking for women and men, authors and speakers, to come and be a part of this amazing movement. You can also join us on Facebook at facebook.com/groups/She Will Heal. Make sure that you follow us on Facebook, The Soul's Right House, SOLSWRITEHOUSE. I am so honored to meet all of these wonderful women, and I want to thank you, Alicia, Willis. I want to thank you, Brenda Burton, for sharing your testimonies today. And if you are interested in buying their books, Belize Children Rescued Just in Time by Alicia Willis, and Miss Brenda Burton has 4 books out, and she's working on her 5th. This one is Jealous Sisters. This one here is He is a Father to the Fatherless. This one here is Say It Until You See It. And this one here is called His Dark Side. So as I stated, he will heal, and it takes all of us to come together to make it happen. Thank you for watching the Soul's Right House She Will Heal ministry as we continue to heal and deal with the problems that lie ahead. You are victorious, and remember, you have to see it, say it, and write it. Thank you guys, and join us every Wednesday on KingdomPurposeTV.com. Thank you all so much for being a part of She Will Heal. Bye, everybody.
He'll be there for you.
Purchase your tracks today.
No matter what you going through, he'll be there for you. He'll be there when you call him, and he will Tell me you love him. He wants to know. Tell me do you love him? Say so. Tell me do you love him? 'Cause he wants to know. Tell me do you love him? Then say so. No matter what you did last night.
Easy music.
Never ever had a God's sight. He'll be there if you call him. He will be there if you trust him. Just call on Yahweh. Call on him. He wants to know. Tell me do you love him? Then say so. Tell me do you love him? Will you trust him?
Purchase your tracks
Tell me do
today.
you love him? Do you trust him? Will you let him in your life? Do you love him? He wants to know. Tell me do you love him? Then say so. He wants to know. Do you love him? Do you love him? 'Cause he wants to know. Do you trust him with your life? Are you gonna let the enemy steal your joy? Just let God in your life. Tell me do you love him? God is watching you.
Easy music.
Trust him, believe in him. She will hear